happened, you know, when I was trying to make some recording, and I know that that's not what's supposed to happen on our smartphones, but just I want to tell you, first of all, you know, we gave you that information. We told you that there's no cure for syphilis, super strain syphilis, and there's no cure for syphilis. They just don't tell the people. So now you see the doctors in England say that, and but you know, Markle had really bad pus on her face, and so we asked the doctor what was wrong with her, and she had syphilis of the face. She was really nasty. She would try to squirt the stuff on people, you know, just really when she come around. It's really disgusting. He never touched her. So you know you can get a disease like that if you have a cut and somebody else has that, and they you know, if God wants to punish you, God will do that to you. So you know, the bad Americans told all those lies, all those triple things. They tried to hurt me and my brothers and treat our family because city people, and they tried to kill us, tried to take our things. Okay, so you see that the woman, she has impostuosdoodscharles. She has the same thing. I know when I looked, I saw, you know, but they try to keep me drugged. They try to do things, put stuff in my food that I buy from the supermarket. So I know that they're doing things that you know that they did things to us here. So the bad people, bad American people that tried to show up in Nazi Germany, they're not the people from here. So people that are going to be from here, and the bad people go away. Now we're going to say something poignant. And so when I saw that, and then people say, see something wrong with her face, and she tried to make it seem like I didn't remember her, and that, you know, and that she was a little kid, not a little kid. And Hitler has bad acne or skin. There's something wrong with the kid because it has dirt in his behind, and you know the doctor tries to find out what's causing it, something that they can't have that's bad for them. But I saw like there was like the remnants of what had been sores on her face. I'm like, what was that? And she tried to cover it with makeup. So yesterday I looked in the it was lesser, but I looked in and I were reading glasses. I looked in on the internet, and they sent me the paper. Then I remember about Markle, and that's exactly what she was impostuosdoodscharles. Just impostuosdoodscharles woman, and she was gonna try to be me, and nobody wants me to go in there, but she said, and so the guards would come and say, don't go in there. And my blood came out because he doesn't like us. The woman's trying to kill us, and I still remember what had happened. But she said all the rest away, but I listened to my husband, and our beloved royal family wanted me to look, and the rabbis told me not to eat the food. You know, I don't eat food like that, not to eat the food, because it's not clean. It's what they do to it, and we don't have pork, and so we just want to let you know that too. And that woman can't do that, even if it was something, she just can't do that. But that's what the papers revealed, and I remembered her. She didn't tell the truth about what it was. So that goes in and out. Even when Markle had it, goes in and out. And so, but that's what it was, except for the face. And so, and Harry didn't touch her. Our beloved Prince Harry, etc. He's like, you know, stay away from that woman because there's something wrong with her. He was like that. And so we just want to let you know that too. And now they're always talking about, you know, because we told you about the papers. They talk about I don't even look at my teeth, but I brush my teeth. What they left in my mouth, they give me sulfuric acid. Try to take out what was rest, because the rest of them, you know, that they had the nerve to try to do this when we were still trying to catch the criminals over there. And I was in Washington D.C. and I was with all of our security and the ambassador. And they had enough to try to ambassador of Israel and all of our other ambassadors and embassies from over here, and basically sitting there, and my blood still trying to rescue me and bring me over here and catch all the bad people that try to hurt us all, you know, and keep them away from us. Basically, so they had enough to try to do dental work. Basically, and I know that they were trying to ruin my teeth because I go to the dentist and when I have a mermaid, my teeth would just get worse and worse and worse. Because I was threatening to ruin my teeth, that dentist was over saying he was threatening to say that they ruined teeth of people they didn't like because it's the bad Americans. So I went and they did a procedure. He put this like fake tooth in. I showed you everybody because it really was awful. Just look at me. I said, I want you to look. Then it broke too. So it's really criminal because they drill some more, take some other stuff out. So they did terrible things. The bad people hurt us all. Not my beloved husband, King Melchizedek, trying to be our beloved people. Not any of our people. The people try to hurt us all. Because that dentist was over here threatening to. He said that he worked for the American government. Basically, what he said, the government ruined people's teeth. He said he's one of the dentists that started to ruin my teeth in Arizona after his kidnappers off the memory, and we had to go catch the kidnappers because I had a picture. They still try to steal the picture. The picture when I stole that backpack, the picture of my teeth was in there. Nice picture. Your teeth look like that? Well, when you kidnapped me, they did. Okay, but so you know, really quite criminal. So we just want to let you know that too. And so to make a long story short, so when we told you about the disease and how it turns into, we told you it turns into HIV later. This is it. And so and the spiral it's a we told you that in our beloved family Facebook that you'll see. So I told you, well, God said in the thunderings. God said in the thunderings in Athens that time, and Ammonia Square, he said, and Mordecai, he said, you know, I was talking about your teeth to bad people. He said, it made me feel, it bothered me because there wasn't anything that I didn't do to, I did to myself. They did things to me. So, but God said, you know, just know that their teeth turned to powder in a coffin. That's basically it. So now you see it's true. Okay? So they call, you know, because I try to take care of my teeth, and every time I go to the dentist, I try to get the stuff. I carry it, but it seemed like it was just getting worse and worse and worse. And like I try to keep me here from going to the bathroom, the bad people, or brushing my teeth. So I try to brush my teeth with bottled water, or you know, I carry my toothbrush. I never leave my toothbrush inside. You know, even if I'm inside, I never leave it inside. That's it. Just want to let you know. I saw something over there. Some program busted on the job, and this man started an apartment with somebody, another person, and he couldn't understand why his toothbrush was red every morning. So he put a camera in the bathroom, and his roommate was scrubbing the toilet with his toothbrush every morning, the rim part. So you see, that's what the bad people over there try to do. The bad people, they're trying to hurt us, try to do stuff like that. So they're not our people, and so as I said, the bad people that are not our people. You know, the good people have to come out of there. We know that they'll come out of there because God said good people come out of there, but the bad people are not going to be with us. That's it. So we just want to let you know that too. And so now you see how stressed because they got that disease, and God sent a plague. God promised to send a plague to curtail other bad people, to hurt me and my beloved and defeat and our family, kids of people, and the defense of the kingdom lies over and destroyed people as we live for eternity. See that plague? Okay, so now here it goes. They talk about my teeth. They drew it in my mouth. They did all kinds of things that hurt my husband's teeth. They did things. They killed family members and killed people, since people that they went to their graves and their teeth turned to powder. Their teeth rotted in their head. Because it said, you know, your teeth rot in your mouth, and you're still alive. So don't think they don't rot in the grave when you're dead, because they're doing that too. So now you see how God is just. God rotted the teeth of the people that tried to hurt us all. Eventually, the disease, they go in the ground and their teeth turn to powder, like my God said. Just, isn't that just? Okay, so I'm sure that's what you see. Okay, so I just want to let you know that. Okay, so I want to let you know that today too. They're really quite nasty, really quite dirty, and I know you see things that don't look, you know, like, you know, nobody's ever seen a person decompose like this. That you see people decomposing. People just get old. I know you see something else different now. Like I saw another one, a corpse, a walking corpse. Okay, so something's wrong with that, all right? So we just let you know. Now we have to tell you something, because God, the Word on High, told us to, you know, when you trust the Word on High enough, in 2013, we'll start to see things, and just, you know, don't say anything. And these are things that we see. Okay, I guess we can talk about it now a little bit, because I know other people see. Now, two other things. The woman it looks very guilty at our beloved Rothschild's bank. Our Uncle Dad, whose wife was crushed in her car, that, you know, the rabbis told us that you're a handsome couple, you know, you're driving a fancy sports car, you're rich, the people try to attack you more. And so Uncle Dad, people see me with, you know, and he gives money to me to help me and my blessed feet, you know, so I have a little bit of money to buy food with, and, or just, you know, just a little bit. And so basically, and that's our Uncle Dad's are royals, okay? So his wife was outside where you see me sitting on our beloved Royal Rothschild's family banking bench that our dad, one of my contractors, put out there. I helped to pick the spot. As I said, so my little king was SHABBAT, so they said Dad helped us to pick that spot. It's sunny and it's warm in the summertime. So to make a long story short, the pharmacy you see down the street, the car was parked there. He had got out of the car, and everybody heard the crash, because that's our house. You see, one of our houses, you see that you see me sitting in front of. Still our house. We just don't live because they kept murdering our people, our family members. They murdered 2 family members from that house, and they tried to kill my beloved female SHABBAT. And so just let you know that too. And so everybody heard, but went out, and it was her. He was all upset. You know, he wanted to die. You know, he was crying. Even if that's his wife. Even if I don't say that. I asked her, did it hurt? She told me, yes, it hurt. And when she came out, her body was mangled. She lived a while. She didn't die instantly from that. And so she wanted to go to the synagogue and she was Jewish. But she said she wanted to go. She was from Persia. His wife was Persian. She wanted to go to synagogue before she died. Everybody knew that was coming. She stayed in the hospital room most of the time, a private hospital room. He goes to her, we go see her, and the angels that came, that when I was sick from sulfuric acid, came to them. And also he had another ceremony with her, the ceremony to marry her for all eternity again, in her hospital room. Everybody was crying, but it was time for her to go. She couldn't stay, and she was really physically hurt. Bishop said he was crying. Bishop said, and when he had the ceremony with her, and she said, I knew you loved me. Bishop said. Then after that, she died. Now that woman you see, that blonde-haired woman that's always harassing me, and Dad told me to tell her that day, our beloved Rothschild's dad, he said, tell her that she's not you and you're not her. She was telling people that she was me. She was going around making interdictions. So the man that came outside, he was with her screaming and hollering, telling me to shut up. Like, I fired a lot of people. They got fired because they were getting smart and doing things. They had done stuff to us, and they had helped bad people try to steal our things. They were trying to take our things. The woman was trying to take my identity. She's not me. So when our Uncle Dad's wife died, and finally she came and she got smart alecky about what happened. Because it's smart like to me if you're saying, look, she told him to stop moping, blah 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 blah, get over it, And she said that, talked about how he looked. I think she said, and she said that she wanted to be with him. But she said he said he could never be with her. But she said, he married his wife for all eternity. He said you just be a, She said she would be that, just be a whore. Everybody knew. He said he just knew she did something to his wife because she came right after. Like, he thought the police had done something to his wife too. Nobody saw the vehicle. Nobody caught the vehicle. We say, can't you find a vehicle with red paint on it? Bishop said, nobody found it except a beautiful fancy red sports car. Bishop said, they didn't find any vehicle with any red paint on it. What kind of police are these that they're not doing that? And it's a small street and everybody sees the cars go up and down. So basically nobody parks anymore, but they crushed her in her car. But nobody saw what happened. So, and it's always, people saw it was in the daytime. We heard it. So we just want to let you know that too. And so we were inside and we heard the crash. So now to make a long story short, the woman suspected also of our beloved Roy Rothschild's dad was shot in the back of the house, and also our beloved Rothschild's dad that was forced to drink the poison tea. She's still in there, but she's guilty, Bishop said, of doing something bad, because she did something else too. She tried to finish me off, and everybody, nobody knows except for us what she tried to do. Bishop said it was wrong what she tried to do, but she couldn't do that either. Bishop said, so she's trying to kill me since she's with my husband, not with my husband, but she was trying to be with her Uncle Dad. So obviously that proves that she did something. Okay, that proves there's something wrong with her. She tried to do something to me, telling people that she's really with my husband, and I'm just a fake, and I'm not real. She was doing stuff, telling people things like that. Don't help me, blah blah blah. She was like that. That's it. And so we just want to let you know that too. So it's kind of hard for Dad, because our Uncle Dad has to come, and he comes, and I know he thinks about his wife all the time, and I know he loved her very much. And people just don't understand, like you're married for all eternity. That's the way it is. It's just it, and it's quite beautiful. And so that's just the way it is. And she was trying to do something. He wanted his wife, and he was trying to catch who hurt his wife. And some of the crooked police would have helped if they couldn't find a vehicle. Eventually, they might have found something, but they took a long time. So we just wanted to let you know that too. And it could have been anything. So and like the crooked cops that got caught trying to execute me, and tell lies on my beloved to beat. It's not true that my husband's hurting me. So we just said it's not true. We told you how, and it's not true that the women. It's not true that they don't try to hurt our women. That's it. So they do. They try to hurt our women. They try to hurt our men. That's that too. So the woman's suspect. And those are all the things she's suspect of. So she doesn't seem kind of innocent to me. But she's not me. Okay, and there's another one here at our at the Italian restaurant that I own that was kosher. Even I make $2 francs a day. It didn't matter because I wanted people to have clean, kosher food. It was like a piece restaurant. Everybody would come and eat that wanted clean food. This is it. And I give food away. A little girl, and this is it. and my little boy were all husband and wife together, and so when we left one time to go to another part of our kingdom, we came back, and a woman said, these people that you see, including one that's attacking with the light here, saying, they made a lot of money. Look at the pork, the money they got from pork. I was really mad. We were really mad because our restaurant wasn't kosher anymore. So, it's obviously trying to take it over. The other one said, let me see your signature, so if you have to sign for anything, but you're not doing that, we told. So it's obviously we're trying to take over the restaurant. So now this one here tries to say that she tells lies, because she's not, she's a man's wife. Actually, I remember her. He liked the look of a little kid. He's also the one that tried to do things to us. He told lies. It's not his daughter. And God thundered and said, it's not his wife, it's a whore. It's not his wife, it's his whore. God thundered and less thunderings. And so still trying to arrest me and do all kinds of things. And I remembered it because it said it would poison me and then be in my place and get rid of us, basically. And so I remembered her. She was dwarf, but she was old, like the one in Greece. The woman, she called herself trying to escape. She couldn't. We were catching them. They were being arrested, and she dwarfed her daughter. But they look old. So I remember her. She didn't want me to remember her, and that's what they're trying to fix us all, trying to keep me from remembering and trying to cover up what they had done. Because the man threatened all of us, basically trying to kill all of us. And the man that's with her, because he said, that man that arrested me and asked me, do I want coffee? After he kept trying to kill me and trying to told people I wasn't the one that owned the restaurant. But the bank, our beloved Rothschild family, our bank and my beloved son came to speak. I remember that I owned the restaurant, and the police did too. The police that knew it, they said that's not their restaurant. So we don't let you live. Okay, so and also people said they do other things in the restaurant besides just because they don't make a lot of money. And Mr. said, and it never did. Mr. said, and so and they do other things to try to really bad things. So Mr. said they can't do certain things through my things because there's some kind of flag on it because they told a lie. Okay, the people told us all the people are lying. They're really dirty. Everybody knows they're diseased. We told you that they had worms. See, she's talking over me. She doesn't have to talk over me. There's another one with their phone trying to do things. They're really wrong people, and everybody knows they're wrong, and they're really gone. It's just it. They pay for their sins. Everyone doesn't pay for their sins. Nobody pays for their sins. But now you see how the temple sacrifice is complete. There are some, it's perfect. Some things you can't. There's no sacrifice for, like blasphemy, and other things you die for. Like when you're doing bad things to people. So, but there are other things, that you can ask God to help you with. So now we'll try to talk to you later because we thought we'd be over here on the side over here and not be interfered with by people, but it looks like we were anyway. And so now we just want to tell you those things. Now try to be careful to have alert and talk to you as we can. And you see this week's PARSHAH. Okay, and so we'll finish putting things up and try to have a wonderful and safe Shabbat as best you can. And we'll talk to you as soon as we can.